Hello, everybody, and welcome to our Saturday review. I'm super excited to be here with you with Cheryl Morley.
Yes, this is going to be so much fun, Paul. I'm really excited about this because you know what? I really think that it's going to keep me on track too. And I need to be kept on track just a little bit.
We hear that from so many people. So if you didn't come to our event, our original event, which is called Elevate 2024, it went fantastic. And we had such great reviews from that, and the feedback from that was just amazing. Where people gained some real clarity. And I think we did it together, Cheryl, and I think both of us gained a tremendous amount of clarity as well.
Yeah. Wow. Just let me say, wow. And this whole idea, if you didn't get to watch that, please do. There's going to be a link, right?
There's a link right up in the description. Yep. In the post.
Okay. Listen, what I love about it is, first of all, it will get you ready, or it's got me ready, I guess, for 2024, right? And just to even have like the map, I'm aware now. I understand, and to be able to, and Paul, you know me, I don't even want to have a check mark thing or whatever, but the importance of that, and just to keep on track to, be the type of person you want to be at the end of 2024, and to be able to design that. I mean, we talk a lot about default, which is just, whatever happens, happens, which was like my life for so long. But now to be able to design that and to really decide the person that I want to become, and then, be on that journey of elevating a little bit every single day to become that person. I'm so excited. So excited.
Yeah, it's a great journey, and we're excited to be on this journey with all of you as well. And so if you didn't go to Elevate 2024, that free event, like Cheryl said, there's a link in the post here that you can go watch it now, because none of this is going to make sense to you today unless you did that first. So if you didn't do that first, please go do that now. But we're going to assume that you did do that, and you got your life score. You went through each of the areas of life and scored yourself. And then we did another exercise that was called RPM. And what we did is we came up with a result that you want, the reasons why you want that result, and we came up with a map. And our overall system, Cheryl, our success system here at Elevate Your Life is plan, do, review. So 3 simple things that you can literally achieve anything in life as long as you do these 3 things. You got to come up with a plan initially, and we did that already, and in Elevate 2024, and then you got to do it. So we're going to assume that over the past 7 days you've been doing, and that for a lot of people is really the tough part, right, Cheryl? It's the doing part that
yeah. I like the doing. I just want to do it. I don't want to plan it. I just want to go out and do it.
Yeah.
And I'm not, as you know, Paul, in the past, I haven't always wanted to review. So I'm really excited this year to do it, and just to kind of see the difference that it makes, because I know it, like even this past week, I mean, just knowing that I'm going to review and be able to, and it's not like, to me, review always meant, oh, well, I didn't get this done, or I didn't get that done, or there was some problem, or, well, absolutely. But if you review, then you'll be able to, like celebrate, because we're going to celebrate, but you're going to also be able to look at like a challenge or 2 that you've had, and then come up with a solution for those, and then change, make that change to just be better this next week. So that's what I'm excited about.
Absolutely. And, there's a great book by Brendon Burchard about the habits of super highly successful people. And the number one habit that successful people have is that they seek clarity. And that's what this review is all about. It's just about seeking clarity. Like, let's get clear on things. What went right this past week? What didn't go so good? And what can we change to make next week better? It's 3 simple questions we're going to go over today. And we're going to be with you here every single Saturday, live here in the Elevate Tribe Facebook group, helping you along. So if you have any comments you want to make, we are going to be in there, checking them all week. I don't know if you're watching this live right now, you can make the comments now. If you're watching this recording, make them. We'll be in there all week answering your questions. Or first of all, we're going to help you celebrate your celebrations, because we all think it's super important to wire our brains for celebrations, and we want to celebrate with you. And everyone in the tribe here will kind of get behind you and congratulate you for the wins you have, no matter how big or small they are. And then if there's any challenges we can help you with, we'll get in that chat and help you in there with that. And then also give you maybe some ideas on some changes you can make to overcome those challenges, because we always want you to elevate, keep on getting better and making progress all the time. It's not about perfection, right, Cheryl? It's about progress.
That's right.
All right, so let's get started here. So what should have happened if you watched Elevate 2024, one of the free pages that we gave you in that Google sheet was one that's called wins. So there's different tabs at the bottom. One's called wins. And what Cheryl and I do is every day before we go to bed, we come up with 3 wins that either happened today or plan out 3 wins for tomorrow. So if you get really good, you actually plan out the wins you want to have for tomorrow. They don't always work out that way. But before you go to bed at night, you should make sure that, yeah, these are definitely my 3 wins of the day. The reason we do that is to make the review on Saturday super easy. So if you did that all week, you should have 21 different wins. And what we're doing is we're going back to those 21 things and we're just looking at them and saying, what are the 3 that really stand out to you, that really make you feel good? This is all for you. We're not going to be looking at this. This isn't a homework assignment or anything. This is for your own clarity. Cheryl, we talk all the time about people. They do, 10 things a day. 9 of them are great. 1 thing is bad. And people have wired their brains for what? To look at the 1 bad thing. This is like a rewiring kind of exercise to look for the celebrations.
Well, right. And just to be able to write down those wins. And I thought, Paul, when you very first told me, you're like, yeah, write down the ones you want to have tomorrow. I'm like, what on earth? But you guys, that is so cool, because the wins you want to have tomorrow, I mean, it's almost like a manifestation. That's really what it's an intention, really. It's setting that intention to have those wins tomorrow that you may not have had. But since you set the intention, then it's like everything starts moving in that direction. So I love now, as I've been doing that, I've seen a real change, a real difference, because it's in my mind. Oh, well, that's supposed to be a win today.
Yeah.
That's going to happen.
Yeah, we're all being honest here. So what I love about the 2 of us is we both come from such different angles at this, okay? So some of you are going to relate to me and some of you are going to relate to Cheryl. So I think it's just absolutely fantastic that we work together because we are extremely different in our approaches. And let me explain what I mean by that. So for me, I have like 200 things on my to-do list. It's enormous. And I talked to Tony Robbins about this, and he's like, well, who makes up your to-do list every day? And I do. I actually write these 200 things down that I have to do today. And Cheryl's like, are you crazy? Like, why would you do that? And I'm like, well, how many things are on your to-do list? And she's like, well, none, So what happens with this exercise of coming up at night, what your 3 things you're going to do tomorrow is, for people like me, I have to look over my 200 things and pick the 3 that really stand out. That if I can get those 3 things done, let's be honest, I don't get 200 things done a day. Now, since I've been focusing on the 3, I get those 3 done because I call those my big rocks, the things that I want to get done for sure tomorrow. Yeah. And for you, Cheryl, it's giving you from 0 things on your to-do list to 3 things that you can focus on. Which I'm sure there's more people listening to this recording that are in your boat than my boat. But you either have too long of a to-do list or too short of one. And the key is we found the magic's in 3.
Yeah. Well, and I think sometimes, and the reason why I don't like a to-do list for me, or why I haven't liked that in the past, is because if I didn't get it done, I'd beat myself up about it.
Right.
And that is just not what this is about. Like, absolutely not. There should never be a time that you're feeling bad about yourself, or like, oh my gosh, I didn't do this, or I didn't do that, because that stopped me from doing a lot of this design your life thing, because I'm like, well, no, I just want whatever to happen. And I'm sure it's going to be awesome and it's going to be great. But the problem is that we can be so much more intentional, and it can really make a difference and drive us to be, to elevate, to be so much better than we are. Right. But I really want that to be a huge thing, especially for me, is that I can't beat myself up about it. I can't feel bad about it. It's just, we're all learning. We're all on a journey. We're all elevating just a little bit each day.
Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So in the post, we have a link to a Google PDF, really, that we encourage you to print out and actually do this with us right now. So what were the 3 celebrations that you had from last week? We're going to go back and we're going to look at what are the 3 things we're going to celebrate. And we would love for you to put those things in the comments below. So we can celebrate with you. Not just Cheryl and I will see them, but everyone will see them in the tribe. And we can all celebrate with you and make you feel good about those things because we're all here to support each other, right, Cheryl?
That's right. I love it
Great.
too. You know what I love about this, Paul, doing it as a community is it won't just be me and you and with our ideas and you know, like if there's a challenge, you can hear from somebody else in the tribe and it'll resonate with you. And oh my gosh, I've had that problem. And yeah, this is how I fixed it. And this is, you know, this is some of the changes that I made. So I love that we're like, I love community, of course I do, but I love that we're all in this together and that we're all willing to help each other out.
Yeah, absolutely. So in the comments below, write your celebrations on your sheet of paper, write out your celebrations for this week. So you put the week ending, so put today's date in there, and then the 3 celebrations, and then we're going to move on to challenges, Cheryl. So what happened was we had on the RPM sheet, we had a result that we wanted to move towards. We had solid reasons why we wanted to move that way. And we had a map of if I did this, and this, I believe that I would move closer to the result I want. Now, does that always happen? No. It's kind of like Edison with the light bulb. You know, you think you have an idea of what you want to do and how it's going to work out, but there's challenges for all of us. You know, and the key is the people that don't quit, that keep on making small little changes, guess what happens? They end up figuring it out and being successful. So I know we were just talking about that. You know, there were times in your business years and years ago where you felt like you were working super, super hard, and then you didn't get the results you wanted. And then I need to work harder.
Yeah.
So you worked harder and you got less results.
Yeah.
So, you know, not only does it take hard work, but it takes doing the right things to be successful. But if you quit, then you'll never get success. Right. So that's the worst thing to do. But I promise you, if you work with us this year, over 52 weeks, keep on working, keep on doing it, we will keep on making the tweaks, and then everyone's going to call you an overnight success.
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Super successful. But it took those tweaks in there to do that. So what are the 3 things that were challenges to you this past week? So just take a moment to think about that. And well, you know, I said I was going to do this workout and I didn't do it. I missed, you know, I said I was going to walk 30 minutes a day, 7 days a week, and I missed 3 days. That was a challenge.
Paul, wait, I have a question. Sorry.
Yeah.
You know what I just thought of? Where do they find the sheet that they're going to fill out? Did we tell
so it's right up in the post up above here.
Okay, so I know that the link for the event we did was up there, but I just wanted to make sure that that's where that link, link.
There's also a link that says your weekly review. Click here. So there's a
weekly review. Okay.
There's a PDF sheet up there for that. And then there's also a third link up above in the description there for our elevateyourlifeevents.com. So we're actually doing a live retreat. And if some of this is overwhelming to you and you're like, I see the value in this, I know I need clarity and I know I need a community to help me, but you're just not really comfortable doing it alone, you can come to retreat. And Cheryl and I will be there with other top coaches, and we will help you get super clear on not only your life score, not only how to do it and turn into the type of person that can be successful and have that type of life, but also go through these reviews with you and come up with the celebrations you're having, the challenges. And Cheryl and I will personally help you come up with the changes you need to make and make those changes so that you ultimately do see success. Because that is our goal, is to ultimately help you reach that result that you set for yourself.
Right. And it helped. I mean, the live retreats, Paul, we've done a couple, a few in the past, I guess. And oh my gosh, like the difference, it's just mind blowing, right? Yeah. It's just the changes that happen, the connections that you make, the relationships that grow. I mean, there's nothing like a retreat. And that's why I'm so excited that we're doing them and really getting, I mean, we had to take, the break or whatever with everything that was going on, COVID and stuff. But I mean, it's just so, I mean, I don't think there's anything that I'm more excited about than the
I know. I love being around people and just helping them. And again, it's the community. It's not just us helping them, but it's everybody throwing their ideas in that really makes those things powerful, which is happening in this group right now. Yeah. So as you put in your challenges, like I really had a challenge with this, and I guarantee you, out of the thousands of people in this tribe, somebody else had that challenge once and they overcame it. And they're going to be able to give you their 2 cents on, hey, I had the same challenge like 2 years ago and I made this change. And since then, I haven't had that problem anymore.
Right.
So this is the power of community working here. But some of the time, it's some of the difficulty comes in not even knowing what the challenge is. And Cheryl, I know you've had this happen in the past, like, Paul, things aren't going right, but I don't even know what the problem is.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
And just from us talking it through, it became clear. We got to the bottom of it. What is the root cause that's not enabling us to make the progress we want?
Yeah. And something that I did find out is what you think the root cause is, like right off the bat, that's not
it. There's something a little deeper. But we'll help you do that. So please take some time right now, write out your 3 challenges that should be pretty apparent. So you're looking mostly at your map right now and saying, okay, I said I was going to do these things in each area. That's how I was going to move from where I am to where I want to go. Mm-hmm. First of all, did you do those things? That would be the first thing. If you didn't, that would be your number 1 challenge is I didn't do what I said I was going to do. The other challenge could be that I did do those things and I still didn't move closer to my goal. And, maybe it's only been a week. Maybe I just need to give it more time. But often people just don't have the right map. The map is the part that is easy to change and we don't put so much weight on it because as we move forward, what Cheryl and I have found, the map becomes clearer, but the key is the result solid? Never change the result. Make sure that that purpose, those whys will make you cry. They have to be super powerful. And then the how, the map, from our experience, Cheryl, has been the part that is still important, but something we learn as we go and make adjustments as we go, and it becomes clearer as we go.
Yeah, absolutely. And I do want to just point out too, with the whys or the purpose, it can be pain or pleasure. So I want this because I want this result because of, right? So as you're writing your whys, if you haven't done that, just your why is the most powerful. For me, it was negative things that drove me for so many years, right? It was the bullies. It was the people who said, oh, you'll never make it. It was the, you'll never amount to anything. And I wanted to prove everyone wrong, right? So it can be either or. And I think that's really important. And now I like to, if I don't have as many negative things, then it's those positive things that we can really like move you or pull you, right? So I just want to make sure. I think the whys are like one of the most important things we can do, and really think about that and really get clear. And it's not always the first why, right? It's not what you just think, oh, well, I want to make more money. Well, why? Oh, well, because you really, I think, have to do a little deep dive a little bit on that.
Yeah. And to me, the reason or the way that the why is good enough, or that those things you wrote down were good enough, is if you follow the map. So if you said, I was going to do this, 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 and this, and you didn't do that, then your whys weren't powerful enough.
Right.
Because if they were powerful enough, you would have done that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
the whole thing.
Absolutely.
The only reason you didn't follow the map is because your purpose wasn't strong enough. That's it.
Yeah.
Period. The end.
Yeah.
There's no other reason. Yeah. So what we want to do now is, after we come up with the challenges, we want to come up with some changes. So once you come up with the challenges and you get clear on those, the changes should be pretty evident. Like this week, I'm going to be self-disciplined and do the 7 days of 30 minutes of walking, or whatever it is that you didn't do, or some kind of tweak you're going to make. And if you don't know what it is, put that in the comments below too, and we'll help you come up with, okay, so you did this and this, and we may even pop into Messenger if we have to, and work with you there if need be. But we want to get an idea of what your challenge is. And then if you don't know what the change is, we'll help you make that, or someone in the community will help you make that, come up with that. But every week we want to make some small changes so that there can be some celebrations next week. So if this is working perfectly, the 3 challenges you have right now, we're coming up with 3 changes, and those 3 changes end up being your 3 celebrations next Saturday, if this is all working correctly here. So that's the goal.
It is all working properly.
It is all working properly. Yeah. All right, moving on to number 4. So there's 5 steps to thrive here. with the weekly review. So number 4 is review your life score. So what you want to do is go back to the original Google Sheet and go down because each area of 8 areas of life had like about 3 things. One had 2. Go through those things. Just like, where am I in this thing? Did I score myself correctly initially? Maybe you reached a new milestone with your weight or your income, or you paid off some debt or did something in one of those areas where you made some progress. So put that check mark there, and that actually should be a celebration for today that my relationship with my family got better because I made this little tweak, or I did this or that with my friends.
Sure.
So that would be a celebration. And you just want to review that to kind of bring that to front of mind again. Where am I going? What's my next milestone in each of these 8 areas? What are the 1 or 2 areas that I'm really going to focus on this week? Not sometimes, but focusing on 8 things can be overwhelming. So let's just pick 1 or 2 that it's very clear on that wheel of life diagram, that chart, what 2 areas are having the biggest problem, that just aren't making this thing round, making my wheel round. So what are the 2 areas you're really going to focus on this week? Get clear on that. And then last but not least, Cheryl, is to go to the RPM sheet, reread that. What are the results? Get those in your mind. We're going to rehearse that as if I'm grateful and excited, grateful and happy that my weight is this, that my body fat is this, that I'm wearing this size dress, that I have this unbelievable health score of 100. You're doing this for all 8 areas, reviewing those results. Again, reviewing reasons why you're doing it, maybe tweaking them, as you mentioned. Maybe you did it the first time, but you just kind of going to rush through it. And over time, like you and I know we change those things all the time. We add one, we tweak it, we reword it. So it's powerful enough. And then last but not least, what is the map you're going to follow for the next 7 days these steps are going to help you move closer to the result you're looking for.
Yeah. And I love Paul. So it's so funny because I always kind of buck against anything that's like set, like, okay, well, we need to, fill this out or do this or do that. But it's made such a huge difference for me to do these things. So if you're feeling like that, if you're feeling like, oh, I don't really know if I want to do that or if I can do it or how I feel about that, give it a try. Just give it a try. It's for you. It is for you to become clear and to set those intentions to elevate a little bit each day of 2024. So and really, Paul, it's become fun for me now, right? Just to kind of see and to kind of and to be excited about the wins that I get. I mean, you're absolutely right. I think the things that go wrong stick out way more for all of us. And so really to put those wins down and really to see, oh my gosh, that's so, I remember when I didn't used to do this. And when you're like, sure, we had like 750 wins this year. I'm like, let's go over each one,
yep.
And I was so excited about that. And so to have that, I think it's fantastic for each of us to do that and to do it together. Just makes it so much better.
Yeah. So, I mean, you get to really look at the long run. At the end of the year, you're going to have 52 pieces of paper.
Yeah.
That are going to have these 3 celebrations, and each one you'll be able to review the year so much easier with these weekly reviews.
Yeah. Not only that, but the growth you will see in yourself. It'll be unbelievable, which is a major win in itself.
But here's the other side of the coin, Cheryl. What I promise everybody
okay, good.
is if you don't do this,
oh shoot,
you won't be successful. It's as simple as that. I mean, over the past 30 years, Cheryl and I have run every system imaginable. We've read every book, we've gone to every seminar.
Or no system.
Yeah. Which definitely doesn't work. But plan, do, review works every single time for every single person in every single situation. And it's the simplest thing in the world. But what simple is, people think, well, I simply won't do it. Because it's just super simple. Doing this is so powerful.
Yeah.
It's completely changed my life. It's changed Cheryl's life. And I promise you, every single successful person in the entire world does this one way or the other. They always keep their celebrations in mind. They don't get down on themselves. They look at what's not going quite right. They make a little change. It goes back to that story about an airplane flying from San Diego to Washington.
Oh yeah, or Washington, yeah.
Yep. Now, if it's flying to Washington and it didn't make any adjustments, it would land in New York.
Oh, right.
That's how far off you're going to land if you don't make adjustments. So life is the same exact way. You have to make those little adjustments every week, but know what they are. Most people even have quite an idea where they want to go. They don't know how to get there. They don't know why they want to get there, and they certainly don't know what adjustments to make. So that's why we're helping you in this Elevate Tribe to do all of that. And then we're going to be here every single day this upcoming week. We're going to do tomorrow's obviously Spirit Day. Sunday's our day where we elevate our spirit. Then Monday, we're going to be here elevating our body, our mind. Wednesday is going to be state. Where's your emotional state at? Then we do Thursdays, we do career and finances. Mm-hmm. Friday, family and lifestyle. We elevate that, what we're going to do to elevate that. And then boom, we're back here on Saturdays to do another review, see where things are at, making sure things are moving up.
Yeah, elevating.
That's right.
I love it, Paul. That was so much fun. You guys do it. Fill out the sheet, get your life score, make sure you have it. If you haven't watched the video that we did it's the recording from like getting together, elevate your life in 2024. Make sure that you do that. That's super important to have your life score just so you can, keep yourself on track for 2024. And Paul, so much fun. This was great.
I love the journey, and I'm super excited about tomorrow. Elevate your spirit. Make sure you come back every day and check things out. Make your comments here in this group and this community, and we're going to create some massive momentum together and really change the world, Cheryl.
Yeah. Hey, I'm all for it. We're
making it better.
The world together, which is what's so fun for me.
All right, everybody.